A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Because you have said Auzu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, so basically I should now get vanished because I am dressed up like shaitan. Astaghfirullah. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu and Bismillah rahmanir rahim. Assalamu alaikum, sir. Acha, Zavi, Baba, I want to say something.
What?
I'm really sorry
For what?
that I destroyed your pretty toe.
How?
You have such cute toes, but show me which one is it? The left one. I destroyed this. Remember this?
Yes.
Would you like to show it to your friends?
Yes.
Show it to your friends. What have I done? Let me show. Can you see? Ay.
Ouch.
Sorry.
You're pulling my foot. Instead, you could bring the camera a little down.
Okay, sorry. Wait. I cannot move the camera. Again, show your foot. Acha, turn around. Now, let me show you. Can you see this line, friends?
Ouch.
Okay. Now sit properly. I did this. And how did I do this? It was done through these pliers.
Give it to me. Give it.
Hey. Acha. Okay.
You destroyed my toe.
They didn't destroy your toe. I did it because of this. And let me show. This pointy area. Bus. This pointy area. You see this pointy area? It fell on Zavi's foot like this.
No, don't at least even act.
Okay.
Heavy.
No. Now I'm putting it away.
It's a heavy thing. It could slip from your hand and it can also cut by fixed toe.
Okay, the fixed one. The fixed toe can be cut and this one can also be destroyed. Can you please sit here? Can you tell your friends what actually happened? Baba didn't do this. Baba didn't cut his foot. Baba didn't drop it on his toe. But yes, I am the reason. Can you tell your friends what happened?
When you were cutting the trees, you did say, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim.
So, I actually said Bismillah. I say Bismillah before starting anything. What is so wrong about me cutting the trees and this whole dua thing? Would you like to tell your friends?
That you hurt a jinn. So he planned to hurt me.
I hurt a jinn. What do you mean? Did you see a jinn?
No, you didn't do a dua so a jinn could come.
Why are you...
While cutting the tree, it could be in the middle of the cutting side. Its toe could have got cut.
Listen to me. What are you talking about? Where is a jinn in a tree? Did you see a jinn in the tree?
Nope.
So why are you talking about a jinn in the tree?
Because jinns live in trees.
Who said that?
You.
First of all, I never said that jinns live in the tree. Yes, there are jinns who live in the tree in our house. But it doesn't mean that every tree has jinns. That's one thing. There is a very famous saying about people. Assalamu alaikum gullu. No. We are making video. Allah Hafiz. There is a very famous saying.
I'm a smiling monkey.
Achha, first of all, tell me about something. Do you know about oxygen?
Oxygen, yeah.
What?
Oxygen comes from trees.
Okay. Do you know about carbon dioxide?
No.
Okay, let me tell you something. Carbon dioxide also comes from trees. Okay? If the science has changed, I don't know, but when I was a baby, the science which I learned taught us that in the morning, the trees, they emit oxygen and they inhale carbon dioxide in the morning. But in the night, the process reverses. In the night, the trees are emitting carbon dioxide and they are inhaling oxygen. Understand? Human beings, they inhale oxygen. They inhale oxygen. Fine. So when we were kids, we were told not to sit under the trees at night because there are jinns under the tree. But when we grew older, we found out that the adults they say that because in the night the trees are emitting carbon dioxide and they don't want us to get sick. That was the reason for them to say that there are jinns in the tree.
So that was a lie.
It was not a lie. If the science has not changed, because when we were kids, we learned something about the solar system that has changed. We learned something about the space that is also changed.
Because in the solar system you had different planets. Now new ones have come like Pluto.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Ki if the science has changed, I don't know about this, but what we learned was that.
And Mars, red planet.
Yes, but listen to me. Yes, jinns also live in trees, certain trees, but it's not necessary that they live in all the trees. But yeah, there are jinns who live in the trees in our house. So what happened was, you want to tell your friends or should I tell them?
You sir, you sir, you sir, you sir.
Okay. What happened was that I was cutting the tree, and what happened was that there were crows in our house that had a nest in our tree. And because of that nest, we couldn't go near the tree because every time we would go there to cut the branches that were coming on the.
They were doing like.
Yeah, they were hitting us. The crows were attacking us. So we couldn't go near the tree. We couldn't cut the branches of the tree coming on the roof.
Became monsters at that time.
Yeah, the crows became monsters. So what happened was.
Became a beast.
So what happened was that one fine day it was raining, and because of the rain the crows had scattered or they were hiding somewhere. So I got the idea. I got these bad dangerous pliers. I'm keeping it far away from Zavi. It's okay. You are a brave.
My enemy.
He's your enemy, so be brave. Don't be a coward. So what, Mama? Just keep it here, Mama. On the. Thank you, Mama. Jazakallah. So what happened was that because of the rain, we got a chance. We went to the tree. We started cutting.
Should I close the door?
Yeah, you can please close the door. So what happened was that because jinns live in the tree, this is our protocol that whenever we go near the tree, we say, A'uz billahi minash shaitanir rajim, Bismillah rahmanir rahim. We come in peace. We don't want to hurt you. Please, we are going to do this particular task. And if you are here, please move aside. We don't want to hurt you. This is the security protocol that we always do in that area of our house where the jinns live. We live in peace. They don't hurt us. They don't annoy us. They don't do anything. They just show their presence. On that fine day, because I was in a hurry, I didn't want the crows to attack me. So I quickly cut the trees. At the end of cutting the trees, I realized that I have not made the announcement.
No, I was the one who told you.
He was the one.
In the middle of cutting the tree.
He was the one who told me that. And I said, yeah, you're right. I forgot to do that. Anyways, I said, it's fine. They are friends. They know our intention.
No,
So
you
we.
never said that.
I said that they are our friends. They know the intention. I'm not here to hurt them. Anyways, we came downstairs. We were going to go to a shadi, to a party, and it was raining. So we decided to cancel the plan. But suddenly it stopped raining and the water level came down on the roads. So suddenly Zavi and I thought that we should go to the party. So we were getting dressed up. There was no light electricity at home and we were getting dressed up in the dark. And what happened was that...
That same plan was kept on the storeroom table.
No.
And the light-
You're going too far. We were getting ready. And in my storeroom, I came into my storeroom to apply perfume. Why the perfume is in my storeroom? Because my wife, she had a baby in her tummy, so she was not liking the perfumes.
No, not that time.
No, she had. So she was not liking the perfumes, so the perfume was in the storeroom. So I came in the storeroom, I was applying the perfume, Zabi came inside, he was standing next to me, and suddenly he made a loud cry, oh! Then I looked at him and he said, Baba, I'm brave. And I said, what happened? And when I looked at his foot, this bad plier, opened plier, not even closed, opened plier, the pointy side was on his toe.
My nail cracked open.
His nail cracked open, his toe, this toe was in two pieces like this. And I became so scared. I am not a scared person. I'm not a coward, but
The
that
blood
was,
came.
and I held his toe, and I rushed in the dark. I went into the bathroom and I was washing it, and the blood was not stopping, and he was crying, and everybody came in the bathroom, and my mama started screaming at me that all your weapons, your knives, and things are in the storeroom. You're always so careless. I said, Mama, everything is locked up. Everything is locked up. So Dadi just said, then what attacked Zavi? I said the plier. She said, where did the plier came from? I said, I cut the trees in the morning and I kept the plier away. So she said, how did it come? Did you make a dua? Did you do the warning at the tree? I said, I didn't do anything. So that's this thing. We decided that probably, we don't know, but we thought that probably I hurt some baby or some jinn, and he literally used the same tool to attack my child and hurt him. Then on the next morning, I went over there and I talked to them and I had a truce with them. I said, Ki, please, I made a mistake. I'm sorry, but you don't have a right to hurt my child like this. If I did something wrong, you do it to me. But then I realized that maybe I hurt their child. This gives us a lesson in our life that not just jinns, even human beings, even animals, even insects, even plants, flowers, everything has feelings, and we should be careful with them. But I want to tell you a very bad thing.
Even non-living
I want to tell you something or more badder. These jinns are in our house because of me.
How?
Because when Baba became a teenager, Baba started liking girls, which I always tell you, this happens to every boy. And if that happens to you, oh, don't faint. If that happens to you, you have to come and talk to me, okay? I will guide you what to do. Don't start doing things which Baba did. But Baba was a very listen to me. Baba was a very manly person, okay? He didn't run after girls like that when he was a teenager. You know what he did? He did something even worse. He sat on the terrace one day and he made a dua to Allah Ta'ala. He said, Allah Ta'ala, I don't have the courage to talk to girls, so send a girl jinn in our home. And then, after a while, every day I was making that dua, and then literally jinns came in our home. And one night I actually had a dream. In my room there are two beds. And a person came in my room when I was sleeping. And he came and said to me, this is your bed where I was sleeping. And he said, that is my bed. And then he went to the bed and he vanished. I woke up from the dream, and you know what I said to myself?
What?
What would I have said?
I know.
I said to myself, I asked for a girl and a boy jinn came in our house.
So
isn't that sad? Matlab ki even when the jinn came, it's a boy jinn. At least a girl jinn should have come.
jinns are not girls or boys.
Jinns also have girls and boys. They also get married. They also have children. Gee, they are just like some other creatures, just like human beings. Jinns are like aliens. They are like
Let
insects.
me show you an example like what I have, which is married.
But do you understand?
Like
But
these boxing gloves are married.
they are not married, okay? But listen to me. So I'm telling you, don't make stupid duas as well, okay? Nobody makes a stupid dua except for your Baba. Nobody makes a stupid dua. Don't make stupid duas about death, about jinns, about silly stuff. Always take guidance from your adults, okay? Always take guidance from your parents, from your friends, good friends who are elder, okay? So Baba did two mistakes. Then he made a bad dua, and then he didn't announce, and eventually because of my past mistakes and my current mistakes, you got hurt. That's why I'm saying sorry to you. Okay?
Okay, boss.
So you want to add something?
No.
So let's end this video with a good message. You can fall in love with girls, but always take guidance from your parents. Don't make silly mistakes. Don't make silly duas. And respect all creatures, whether it's jinn, animals, insects, plants, flowers, even property. Always respect. Okay? Jazakallahu khair. Shukriya. Assalamu alaikum.
Allah Hafiz.
Sir.